Obviously, everyone is talking about if Cody Rhodes is going to accept The Rock's offer of selling his soul so that he can be The Rock's champion, the corporate champion. And I said yesterday, I don't really think it makes sense for Cody Rhodes to accept this, and I don't think that Cody will. So I think when Cody declines at the Elimination Chamber, who will eventually be the one to accept The Rock's offer if The Rock is throwing it out to anybody else? And I think the one that makes the most sense to me is CM Punk. Punk's obsession with realizing his dream of main eventing WrestleMania will lead him to be willing to sell his soul to the corporation, to The Rock, so that he can finally main event WrestleMania. And the WWE actually may have been planting this for a while now. When CM Punk came back, he said,
"I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money."
And he's already facing the sellout allegations. Like when he came back to WWE, many labeled him a sellout for everything that he said while he was gone from WWE. And he even told a certain superstar to go suck a blood-soaked multiple shots of WWE in AEW. And then all of a sudden, when he's fired from AEW, he goes running back to WWE. Many, I think validly, said Punk sold out. So why not embrace it? Why not take all of that hate, all of those allegations, and just say, yep, I sold out so that I can be the biggest star in wrestling history, so that I can go beat John Cena, so that I can go beat Cody Rhodes, so that I can go main event WrestleMania. I trusted the fans, and I gave the fans all of my love for the last 25 years. Now I'm going to do this for me, and I'm going to get all the things that I always wanted. I think that one makes the most sense of any wrestler in WWE to sell out. And in his first stint in WWE, year after year after year after year, he was screwed out of being in the main event of WrestleMania a couple times because of The Rock. So he doesn't have many more years left in him, especially to be a WrestleMania main eventer. And if you can't beat him, why not just join him, right? It's not like Punk hasn't done this before. He did this in Ring of Honor, so why not just do this on a much larger stage? And that would make a lot more sense on the promo that CM Punk cut on Cody Rhodes right before the Royal Rumble, where he asked Cody if he was okay. He told Cody that he was his friend, that he's going to go win the Royal Rumble, but he's not going to stab him in the back. He's going to stab him in the front. Is he playing a politician already? Is he playing a corporate sellout? Is he playing the billionaire CEO who will pocket millions and millions and millions of dollars but tell you that they cannot raise your pay whatsoever? It's not in the cards. Punk told Cody in that promo that nobody is Superman, but the closest thing that we have had to Superman in probably since Superman is John Cena. And I do believe that this could be a way to lead to a Cody Rhodes and John Cena team up, as Cody is trying to learn how to become Superman from the closest thing since Superman. They could very much go into like some real life kind of scenarios and play with some real life animosity that many people may feel while going, there's tons of Lex Luthors in the world and there is no Superman. So Cody is going to become that Superman. He is going to learn from the most pure person there is in John Cena to go learn how to become the next guy. And that, I think, is just as good of a passing of the torch moment from Cena to Cody than just them having a match at WrestleMania. And after all, Punk doesn't need to win the Elimination Chamber to do this, because many people have wondered, what is the favor? And everyone, including myself, have said, well, Punk already has the favor in mind. Like, he's had the favor in mind since Heyman offered it to him. But maybe he hasn't. Maybe Punk this entire time has been sitting. He's been waiting for some kind of crazy opportunity to come around, and then he is going to ask Paul to do it. And that may be Paul going to The Rock and convincing him to make CM Punk the champion. So let's say at Elimination Chamber, Cody Rhodes turns down The Rock and John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber. So that looks like the WrestleMania match. But actually in the back, Punk is telling Paul Heyman to work with The Rock so that they can make CM Punk the corporate champion and get a triple threat made for WrestleMania, where CM Punk will have the help of The Rock and possibly other superstars, as The Rock has all of the pull in the world. He's the most powerful man in WWE, so that he can guarantee himself the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, main eventing, finally realizing his dreams. I even believe that they could play into, this is Punk story. He wants to finish the story and almost kind of putting a dark spin on everyone has a story. Everyone wants to finish their story. And it may not be as, gumdrops and rainbows as Cody Rhodes. It may be a much darker and more desperate story for CM Punk. And I also think that makes a lot of sense towards their characters, right? Like, of course, Cody's story is going to seem so great. He's doing it for his father, but he was also this, kid that grew up, having a lot, and Punk didn't, and he had to, kind of get it out of the mud, and he's going to do whatever is necessary to do this. There's all of these like elements that you can tie into like real life stories that can be really, really interesting. And then if Punk is working with The Rock, I mean, there's so many stories that you can play off of that, right? You obviously have CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. You'll obviously have CM Punk versus John Cena. But then you would also have CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Way more diving into that. Does Punk have the wise man? Did he just use the wise man for that favor? But then eventually we can run back CM Punk and Roman Reigns as a one-on-one, and maybe that's also for the wise man. Maybe the wise man realizes that he wanted to team up with Roman Reigns, but CM Punk now has way too much power, and he needs to go over to Punk to save himself because, respectfully, the wise man is the Peter Pettigrew of WWE. He is a slimy guy who is going to go to whoever can benefit him the most. This entire time, Seth Rollins has been saying that Punk has called people bootlickers, and he's the real bootlicker. He's the real ass kisser. Now Seth Rollins looks vindicated in everything that he has said, everything that he has done. Now Seth Rollins is one of the biggest babyfaces in the company. Hell, Drew McIntyre may be moved to a babyface because of how right he will look. And then ultimately, what this could lead to is a rematch of Money in the Bank 2011. CM Punk versus John Cena. Oh my God, would it be so riveting to see that happen, 14 years later? It could be truly legendary. We could have the summer of Punk once again, where he is reigning supreme. I don't think that there is another wrestler that makes sense. I'm going to make a video tomorrow on another wrestler that I do think has it makes some sense. But man, it just feels like it should be Punk. And I know that, the reports have said that there's been people backstage that have been pushing for it to not be Seth Roman Punk, for it to be Cody Cena Punk as a triple threat. And this makes the most sense for a triple threat in my mind. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think is going to accept The Rock's offer, who is going to sell out. Is it going to be CM sellouts? That will be a huge chant throughout the arenas if that happens. Or is it going to be Cody? Or is it going to be Cena? Or Drew? Seth? Probably not Priest. Logan Paul's kind of already there without The Rock. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Doses.